Hey guys, Earth Twister here, and welcome back to another Marvel Champions gameplay video. Today we are continuing our Shuri Black Panther deck sort of remodel against Mansion Attack. So we're taking Shuri against Mansion Attack and trying to see what cards will work best with her as we build a deck for her. And so here's a few things that I had. I had a protection deck for her with Brother Voodoo, Moon Girl, Change of Fortune, and Dr. Sinclair. And while these four cards are great for her, being able to play Moon Girl with Genius, searching for searching for specific events with Brother Voodoo, and then of course the Change of Fortune. Well, maybe that's just not a good card for her. And then Doctor Sinclair. These two cards, Change of Fortune, not great for her, and Doctor Sinclair is kind of covered for free, basically, with Ramonda or Chief Ramonda or whatever her name is in Black Panther's deck. And these two allies, they're great, but I never found a good time to play them in the last game. So they're removed from the deck. And in their place, I added Ingenuity to help get resources, Heart of the Panther because it's a great card. Search your deck and discard power for a Black Panther upgrade and put it into play, and then resolve the special ability on up to 4 Black Panther upgrades you control. That's really good. And then I decided to put in 2 copies of Leading Blow. I know that Black Panther doesn't have a high attack to begin with, but once we get the Dora Milaje thing set up, this will be a great card to allow for another ready and to be able to deal some damage to the villains, some minions, and things like that. So let's go ahead and get this shuffled up, and then we'll get the villain deck all set up too. So this is shaping out to be pretty good. I'm actually really enjoying Black Panther Shuri. I guess Shuri Black Panther. Most people say it that way. She's been fun. She has been actually really fun, especially with a deck that has a ton of readies. Getting the Dora Milaje set up and ready to go has just been really great. Also using Black Panther to trigger the upgrades, and just the different things that she works well with, and getting as many triggers as you can on those upgrades in each round. It makes you feel real good. All right, so there's the player deck. And just to go ahead and mention it, I did look up how many you're supposed to beat, how many villains you're supposed to beat in Expert for Mansion Attack, and it is 3. So we cannot count the last game as a win, though we did make some pretty good progress. And speaking of that, I do have this die here that we're going to hopefully use to help us with choosing our villains. So there's the 2 A's. There we go. And then I know you're supposed to stack them in a deck, but we'll figure that out in a minute. There is Saving the School here. That's another 2A, and then we have 1A. So we'll start with 1A there. It says, put the Save the School environment into play. So it is. Shuffle all copies of the main scheme 2A and stack them under this scheme, and then shuffle the villains together without looking to create the villain deck. So to kind of help things not slip and slide so much and to have a little bit more space, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to use this die here to help me choose which villain is going to come in. So it'll be just about as random as the game is intended to be. So there we go. We have got this shuffled fairly well. Hopefully we don't see Mystique. There we go. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the villains. So we'll set these aside. We have Avalanche, Blob, Toad, and Pyro. Move Save the School over to there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and we reroll 5 and 6. Okay, 5, 6, 4. So we're getting Toad into play first. So he's going to be in play first, and then we'll set the rest of these aside, and we'll roll the die again to choose which one comes in. Now, we do this. We flip this over. When revealed, deal each player a face down encounter card, and then advance to the next card in the main scheme deck. Add this card to the victory display. So this gets put in the victory display. And then again, we're going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, and then reroll 5 and 6. 3, so that's this one. When revealed, flip this card. So it is the Courtyard. Each character gets +1 attack. Okay. That's not great. So Toad will be attacking for 3. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Let's draw our starting hand. We get an Indomitable, a Vibranium, another Indomitable, a What Doesn't Kill Me, a Vibranium Suit, an Aja Adana, and that is the 6. I think I'm going to get rid of these two for sure. Do I want to try and get an Indomitable down? I think so, because defending is going to be really good. Aja Adana. Shuffle 1 identity specific card. Oh, this has 1 threat on it. Forgot. That is an action, so I can do it in hero or alter ego. It might be well, I think there's other things that I need to get down. So we'll do that. We'll get another What Doesn't Kill Me, Dora Milaje, and a Wakanda Forever. That's actually not bad. Let's grab those. And then my first action is to do this. And that is going to be, we're going to exhaust Shuri to search my deck for Black Panther upgrade and play it, reducing its resource cost by 1. Or, sorry, resource cost by 2. So I think what I want to do is get the Kimoyo beads. We'll get those out, and that'll help us handle threat. We'll shuffle this deck. And then we'll flip up into Black Panther. Now that we're here, we're going to play Dora Milaje for free because we get to ignore the resource cost. We'll use Vibranium as 2 resources to pay for the Vibranium suit. And is it worth... Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, there's the Vibranium suit. We'll set that there. Because I just spaced for a second. So we've got Indomitable. We could get Indomitable down and save Wakanda forever. Or we could say that What Doesn't Kill Me. I think actually, yeah, we'll do What Doesn't Kill Me as a resource to pay for Indomitable. So then we can defend and ready and be okay. So I can't pay for Wakanda does it forever, so then we'll just draw up to 5 and we'll move into our next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Threat goes up by 1 here. Toad is going to attack for 3. I defend for 2. So 3, just 3, just 3. And we have this card here, so I need to get that shuffled into my deck. I do take a damage, which means I have to discard a card from my hand at random. Okay. Let's see, I go from 11 down to 10. And we need to set his health to 16. There we go. All right. So I discard a card from hand at random. We'll shuffle. Hopefully it's not Panther Claws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then reroll 6, 3, and that's going to be Panther Claws, isn't it? Dang it. Okay. Well, if we had Aja Adana, we could reshuffle it. We don't. Okay. So that means for sure, after I reveal my encounter cards, let's see what happens. Shadow of the Past. This is not going well. We know what happens with Shadow of the Past. We get Claw and his side scheme. Forced to interrupt when Claw attacks. Give him 1 boost card for this activation. And then when revealed, find music and put her into play engaged with you. And that comes in with 5 threat. So we really just want to take care of this, I guess, as quickly as possible. And then we shuffle the Scream in. Oh, and then Indomitable will ready us. I would have done that for sure. All right. And then we get T'Challa's Shadow. Uses 4 doubt counters. Anytime I thwart, attack, or defend, I remove a counter from here. And then all my resources cost 1, or all my cards cost 1 more resource to play. Okay. That is not how I wanted this to go. That means I can definitely not play either of these, and I can either Claude Strike or, excuse me, I can Claude Strike or I could Wakanda Forever. I think we'll start by thwarting off of manipulated music, and then I will do 3 resources and Claude Strike to deal 4 damage to Claw. Three, 4. 4 damage to Claw, and then I will Vibranium Suit, so that heals me 1. And I can either go ahead and... Yeah, I think we'll just do the Vibranium Suit to do the damage there on Claw. So that gets him down to almost dead. And then when I thwarted, I would have been able to trigger the Vibranium... Well, I would have been able to trigger the Vibranium Suit, but I can't. I have to choose one or the other, so we're going to remove 1 threat with the Komoyo beads. I could confuse an enemy, and I could give myself a tough status card. But I think we're okay with this for now. So we get to remove 2 of these, which is good. So now we get to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty good. All right. Threat goes up by 1 here. Now, the difficulty here is we're getting extra boost icons. So damage is going to be insane. I still takes extra cards to pay for stuff. So I could do... Yeah. So leading blow is going to pay for desperate defense. I'm going to defend Toad's attack here. He's attacking for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8, and I defended for 4. I did take damage, so I don't get to ready. Yeah, so I take 4 damage from him. Takes me down to 7. And then I did defend, so I will do the Vibranium Suit to heal myself 1 and deal a damage here to Claw, which fortunately is the last damage he needs, so he doesn't actually get to activate here. He just goes straight to the discard pile. Now, Music will activate, but she's not discarding any boost cards. She doesn't do anything to me. So then we get to draw a card here as far as an encounter, and it is Master Plan, which adds 4 threat to that scheme there. Not ideal, but it's manageable. I mean, we can keep Music out. We're going to be taking a lot of damage and stuff, maybe, but... Okay. I think what's going to be big here is actually getting Electrostatic Armor down. But I can't play either of these cards. I can't do anything on my turn. So I guess we ready. Did I? I didn't discard that, so that gets discarded because I defended. So I'm gonna go ahead and ready and draw up 3, 4, 5, and we're gonna hope that we can survive this round. So threat's gonna go up by 1 here. Thankfully, it's only 1. Toad is going to attack. I did forget to discard a card at random from my hand earlier. So that's Electrostatic Armor, and I get to draw 1 more card. There we go. Okay. The threat went up by 1. Toad's attacking for 3 plus a boost. I will defend for 2. I'm going to take damage, but I'm defending for 2. I do not have anything else. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to deal 5 damage to me. And I have to discard a card from random at my hand. It is on the prowl. Dang! Okay, but that was my defense, so I get to get rid of that. And then this gets discarded. No, it's victory 0, so it goes to the victory display. Perfect. All right. Music attacks for 0. I take no damage. Encounter card the Scream. Stun each character you control and deal 1 damage to each of those characters that was already stunned. So I get stunned. And that is that. Not too bad. We are surviving, but barely. I did defend, so I think we'll do a damage here, which would remove Toad's toughness that he had. And I do get to heal 1, although that is an attack. But I was stunned after that. After that would have triggered. So, there we go. I am exhausted. We'll use Heart of the Panther and Vibranium to pay for Helicarrier. I think we're going to have to lose 1 scheme here. Helicarrier is going to pay for Armored Vest. Armored Vest is going to give me an extra defense, but I'm going to flip down and be okay with Toad popping the main. I'm stunned still. Let's draw up to 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can pay for everything now. All right. So that's going to go up by 1, which fortunately that doesn't make it pop. So Toad is going to scheme for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That does pop the scheme. It would have popped it with no threat on there. So that goes away. We get one of these. Where did my die go? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. So this is the one that comes in. Each character gains retaliate 1. Fantastic. Okay. So that was Toad's scheme. She schemes for 0. And now we get an encounter card, which is Infiltration. When revealed, shuffle this card in your deck, and it gains Surge. Trying not to look at where it goes. Okay, I have no idea. So it surges into Metamorphic Mayhem, another boost one. When defeated, so there's just 3 threat on that. Okay. Fortunately, I didn't have to get rid of anything. I'm going to exhaust to heal, so that takes me up to 7. Then I will use energy to pay for ingenuity. Ingenuity is going to give me a resource. And then I'll flip up here. And I mean, I guess we'll do this. 1, 2, 3 for IO. She's going to come in, and she'll go ahead and thwart. This comes in with 1 threat. She'll thwart 1 off of manipulated music, and then she doesn't get to trigger her special, her own special. But Dora Milaje here is going to exhaust her, heal a damage, and then trigger her special, which is going to deal a damage to Toad. So he's going to go down to 15. Then Ingenuity, and I think we'll just hang on to this. We'll draw up to 5, 3, 4, 5. Ready. Threat goes up by 1. Toad's going to attack for 2 this time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus a boost. I'm going to defend for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm defending for 6. He's attacking for 5 already. 6, 7. Yeah? Yeah. 5, 6, 7. Which means I do have retaliate 1, which is nice. So I defended for 6, 7. Oh, wait. 2, 4, 6. Armored Vest makes it 7. He attacked for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, we took no damage there. So I can't. I could use the Vibranium suit to, which means I get to ready. I could use the Vibranium Suit to trigger and deal it damage to him, but he's going to take a damage here from the Retaliate 1. And I think I will trigger this, but it's going to just clear my stunned. And then Music would attack for 0 so that she does no damage. And then we take an encounter card, which is the villain attacks you. So Ayo is just going to take this one. 2, 3. Discard 1 random card from your hand anyways. Fantastic. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ayo gets defeated. Thank you for your service. And I discard a card at random from my hand. Unflappable. Okay. That's not too bad. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I will go ahead and thwart. Jeez. I'll thwart 2 off of Metamorphic Mayhem. And Kamoyo Beads will trigger to thwart the other one off. So that defeats Metamorphic Mayhem. It says when defeated, the player who defeated the scheme shuffles each shapeshifter card from the counter discard pile into their deck. Which fortunately there are none. So we just have those boost counters. And then I'm going to use Spider Bites to pay for Queen Ramonda. I called her Chief Ramonda earlier. Her name is Queen Ramonda. And then I'm just going to hope that I can survive this next round. So I defend for 3. So 1, 2. Forced response after this card enters your hand. Discard an ally or support you control. Dora Milaje is going to be the easiest to get back in because it's free. That sucks. And then you may discard the card from your hand at the end of the player phase, like any other card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Threat goes up by 1. And remember, if we do lose this one, I think I accidentally put it here. I don't know what's going on. But if we lose this one, we lose the game. Ah, here it is. So we have to be very careful. Ready? Okay. So threat went up by 1. Toad's going to attack for 2 plus a boost. We'll defend for 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I take 4 damage. Takes me down to 3. And then I discard a card from random at my hand. Please be the infiltration. I don't actually know. Oh, heck yeah. I mean, that's perfect. Okay. We get an encounter card then, and it is Surge and Exhaust My Identity. I am already exhausted, so we just take the Surge. And that is Protect the Student, so I cannot remove threat from here now, but then I can get an ally into play. Or get it into my hand anyways. Okay, I do need to... I will need to flip down, so we'll do this. Strength will pay for Clawed Strike. We get to deal 4 damage here. And then I'm going to trigger Kamoyo Beads. So I get to remove a threat from a scheme. And then I'm going to discard this card to confuse Toad. Now I do get a retaliate damage. And then or actually, I won't do that just yet. Because what I will do, so he's not confused yet. We'll do Ingenuity and Helicarrier to play on the Prowl to remove 3 threat from a scheme. I think this will be okay. Well, we're really risking it. Well, yeah. So 3 threat from a scheme. And then we'll trigger the Kamoyo Beads now to remove the last threat here and discard this card, which allows me to get Goya into my hand. I'll shuffle these 2 cards. Not that it's going to matter. Yeah, because I couldn't remove the threat from there anyways. So that, He's confused now, so I will flip down. And Queen Ramonda will heal me for 4, bringing me up to 6. Then we'll ready. And draw 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a second encounter card, which could be a scheme. If it's a scheme, we're going to lose. There's 4 cards there. 5, 6. Threat goes up by 1. Toad would scheme, but he's confused. Encounter cards. The first one is Hopping Toad. Toad activates against you. I can't cancel it. And then the other one would have been another Protect the Students. So that really went poorly. I'm just going to start over. Do a different game. All right, I tore everything down. We're going to start over. I have the villain deck here that I am going to shuffle up. And then we will decide everything else from there. Man, that really stunk. Can't believe that we lost so quickly to the Toad of all villains. Anyways, there is that. Let's shuffle these up. So I have no idea what we're potentially going to get. Put that to the side. We have these guys, which unfortunately, the way I'm doing it, we're going to know anyways. So 1. Let's just shuffle that up again real quick. I don't think I shuffled it very well. If we do get Toad again, we will play Toad. But all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We roll 5 and 6. It's a 4. Yeah, we're taking Toad again. Okay, and then the schemes here. 1 is the cafeteria, so retaliate 1. So that's in the victory display. There we go. So I have to beat 3 villains. They have to do 3 schemes. Let's see who ends up winning. All right, we're going to shuffle our deck, because I don't think I did that this time yet. Man, what do you guys think of the mansion attack scenario? It's not really one of my favorites, but it's fine enough, I guess. I'm having some fun right now. It's been a while since I've played it. All right, we're shuffled up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I definitely want the resources. I don't think I'm ready for any of these. Queen Ramonda, Indomitable, and Desperate Defense. Okay, I guess we're overpaying for things. It kind of stinks. So 11. And he has 16 with a tough status card. There we go. Okay. Sure, we'll exhaust Shuri and we'll get the Kamoyo beads in play. Shuffle up the deck. Fortunately, we have 2 other doubles in the deck, so overpaying for things is not the absolute worst. We'll use energy to pay for Queen Ramonda, and then Vibranium to pay for Indomitable, and then we'll hang on to Desperate Defense and Genius. I'll flip up to Black Panther, and we'll be ready for an attack. Draw up to 5, 3, 4, 5. We have a What Doesn't Kill Me, so that's good. Threat's going to go up by 1. Toad will attack for 2 plus a boost. 2. I'll defend for 2. I think we'll do Clawed Strike to pay for Desperate Defense. So I'm defending for 4. He's attacking for 2. Just 2. So I take no damage. I get to ready. and I'll trigger Kamoyo beads to remove the threat. He also gets to retaliate because of this. Great. I'm ready. And then what I'll do, so I took no damage, so what doesn't kill me is not going to be helpful here. Couldn't pay for it anyways. Genius is going to pay for spider bites. And we will thwart 2 here, and then deal damage to the villain and each minion engaged with the player. Cool. Then we'll draw up to 5, 3, 4, 5. Threat's going to go up by 1. Toad is going to attack for 2 plus a boost. Will I defend? Yeah, I'll defend for 2. He's going to do 2, 3, 4. So I take 2 damage and have to discard a card at random from my hand. Dang. There goes Io. Then I'm going to discard Indomitable to ready, but I will also trigger Spider Bites to get additional damage on him, and the Retaliate will deal a damage on him. Okay. And then we'll get an encounter card, which is Toad. And this says, so deal each player an encounter card. If a minion with the same title as a new villain is engaged with the player with the new villain. So this just doesn't come out, right? There are X villains. Otherwise, deal each player an encounter card and reveal an X villain. If a minion with the same title as the new villain is engaged with the player, discard that villain, and the villain activates against that player. So there's no, I guess there's no activation. He doesn't even come out because he's already in play. So if I did something wrong there, please let me know. All right. So then what I will do now, I could attack for 1. That's just 1. We'll use Dora Milaje. Get to bring that into play. And then this is actually an interesting decision. I'm going to use what doesn't kill me to pay for electrostatic armor. And then I'll thwart 2 and trigger Spider Bite. Then I'll ready and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Threat goes up by 1. Toad's going to attack for 2 plus a boost. 2, 3, 4. I had intended to defend anyways. I know that I didn't say that, but that's what I intended to do. So I take 2 damage, discard a card at random from my hand. Vibranium. I'm going to trigger Spider Bites, so he takes the damage from Spider Bites. And he'll take a damage from Electrostatic Armor and a damage from Retaliate 1. And that's why I had Change of Fortune in my deck. But it's not going to trigger very, very often. Okay, so we get an encounter card now, and it is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. I think we'll discard, for now, the Kamoyo beads. I can get those back in eventually. So then now I will use Strength to pay for what doesn't kill me. So I heal 2 damage from my identity and ready. Then I'll use Unflappable to pay for Indomitable. And I will thwart 2 here off the cafeteria and trigger Spider Bites to deal damage. And then ready. Okay, I'm gonna drop 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Threat goes up by 1. Toad's gonna attack for 2 plus a boost. 2. I'll defend for 2. 5. So I discard a card from random in my hand. Panther Claws. But then he'll take a damage from Retaliate 1. I defended, so he'll take a damage from Spider Bites. And Electrostatic Armor will deal damage to him. I'll discard Indomitable. Ready. I don't think I actually did the damage to myself here. So I defended for 2. He attacked for 5. I do take 3 damage. I'm down to 6. I hate doing this, but I do need to get the resources. So 3 resources for Helicarrier. I'll fort 2, Spider Bites, flip down, Queen Ramonda. I get to heal for 4, so that brings me up to 10. Then we'll draw up to 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it goes up by 1. Toad schemes for 3, 4, 5. Brings that up to 6. And then we get encounter card, which is Groundswell. I search the deck and discard pile for the Avalanche minion and reveal him. It's actually a really good time to flip down, I think. Well, no, he did not have Quick Strike. So we're going to want to make sure we take care of Avalanche. There's that. He's engaged with me. Cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. Leading blow. And on the Desperate Defense. No. Well, yeah. Desperate Defense. Those two will pay for the Elephant's Trunk. We'll exhaust the Elephant's Trunk. And Queen Ramonda. And Dora Milaje. And then draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I'll use Helicarrier and Leading Blow to pay for Ingenuity. Then I will see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's not worth it. And then Aja Dana is not in my hand. Okay. So then I'm gonna go ahead and flip up. And then we will do Ingenuity and Indomitable to pay for On the Prowl. We'll remove 3 threat from a scheme. Brings that down to 3. And we'll trigger Spider Bites, which will deal a damage here and here. And then we will hang on to our hand. Well, I'll fort 2. Bring that down to 1. And then do Spider Bites, which will deal damage here and here, bringing him down to 2. We'll ready and draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Threat goes up by 1. Toad will attack for 2 plus a boost. I'm just going to what do I want to do here? What do I have in my hand? Do I have anything in my hand to play? No. But I could get ready next turn, maybe. So he's going to attack for 2 plus a boost. I'll defend. 2, 3, 4. I take 2 damage, so I do have to discard a card from my hand. No idea what cards are in my hand. Okay, there goes the what doesn't kill me. So then he dealt the 2 damage to me already. And then Electrostatic Armor deals the damage. And Retaliate 1 deals the damage. Spider Bites deals the damage. Now Avalanche has 3 damage on him. Toad is defeated. After the villain is defeated, if there are X villains in the victory display, so Toad goes there, the players win the game. Otherwise, deal each player an encounter card and reveal the next villain. So take an encounter card, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully, well, it could be Avalanche. Pyro. Pyro comes in. It's actually not great. He has toughness and 17 hit points. Go and toughness. And then Avalanche is going to attack for 3. I take 3. And then we get our encounter cards. The first one is Shapeshifter Surprise. When revealed, shuffle this card into your deck. This card gains Surge. Surges into the Brotherhood. Each Brotherhood of Mutants minion gains Strike. Quick Strike. Actually comes in with 5 threat, not just 3. And then we get Hopping Mad. We get the Toad minion in play. And freaking tastic. Okay. Everyone still has Retaliate 1. Do I think so? Helicarrier, Ingenuity, Cloud Strike, and Armored. Well, yeah, Cloud Strike and Armored Vest will pay for T'Challa. So these two plus that. We get T'Challa in play. T'Challa will thwart 2 here. Take a consequential. And trigger Spider Bites. So that deals the damage to everyone. Removes its toughness. And then I'm exhausted. I'll flip down. That's a hero action. I'll flip down and Queen Ramonda will heal me for 4. And then we'll just draw 1, 2, 3. After this card enters your hand, Mystique activates against you. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Mystique and reveal her. So we also get Mystique in play. Oof, Mystique is going to be terrible. There's Mystique. Players cannot attack the villain while Mystique is in play. Good thing Spider Bites is not an attack. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We do get an encounter card. What was this? Does this? I guess that just stays in my hand until I discard. Mystique's scheme is equal to the villain's scheme, and her attack is equal to the villain's attack. So she's going to attack for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, since we're not defending, this is going to be rough. The threat's going to go up by 1. Pyro schemes for 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that pops this. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Atrium, each character gains steady. Got 1. Avalanche schemes for 1. Toad schemes for 2. And Mystique schemes for 2. Putting that at 6. We lose if the villain schemes. We get Metamorphic Mayhem and an advance. Okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with the deck, but I do want to play again till we win. So the next video hopefully will be me winning. I might actually take out. I wasn't able to get the Dora Milaje set up. I might take out the leading blows and add something else in instead. Or I might just record this deck again because I have tomorrow until I get back to the rest of my cards. So we'll see what happens. Flipping down is just terrible, man. Anyways, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.